Rahim. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. First of all, my teammate and our CTO Feras send his greetings, but he has to leave because he have a lab now. He's teaching a lab. So on behalf of him and our team, welcome you all to our startup ConCure 20 months journey, entrepreneurship journey. Actually, what is ConCure? Where it has been born? What is the status of ConCure now? And what is next? Is what I am going to talk about now. First of all, sorry for somebody played with this. This is the place where ConCure has been born. I think the students know this place very well. Yeah? This is the university dining hall. Actually, it's not just a place where we eat our breakfast, enjoy the sun, and all these things. It is the first incubator for ConCure team. And mention that, actually, what is ConCure? ConCure is not our product, and it's not our company. ConCure is our team. Because we started before we have the idea about ConCure. So it is our team. We started as 3 graduate students from an engineering background, master and PhD. But as a student, you will feel most of the time that you have a plenty of time. You are studying, doing research, but still you have a plenty of time that people in industry, they will never have. So we start thinking, why not doing something else during this spare time? So as a close friends, we start to meet in the student or the university dining hall every week 2 or 3 times at the breakfast. Just brainstorming to do something that could serve the community and at the same time get some benefit, get some money back to us because still we are students, we need money. So we start to conduct a brainstorm sessions 2 or 3 times a week, but actually we get a lot of idea. We have a list, still we have it. But the most important thing that we get out of that is not the ideas, because we start thinking we need to look for products outside in the globe market that we can import here to the local market and then sell it. No, we need to find some local problems that nobody have solved before. A lot of things. But the most important thing is what this enlighten our minds and open the capabilities of our observation, so we can observe a lot of problems around us that nobody before us has think about solving it. So after that, 2 of our team members in February 2014, it was a winter, they were passing through a hole or a pond of water, you know, in front of one of the good buildings in the Khubar, but there is a pond of water. So they stopped for a moment and they think, why this problem still has no solution? This is a common problem, especially back in our home in Jordan, where the winter is lasting for 4 or 5 months. So they start thinking, why there is no a simple solution for this problem? Why people have to stuck with this, or they have to pass it through a complex process to get rid of this water? And they come back to our next session of brainstorming, and we start thinking what we can do to solve the problem. And actually, we came with a solution for this simple problem. But after that, we start thinking, okay, we have a good idea. We have a good solution. But what is the potential of the market that we are targeting? We have a problem, yes, but how many customers will buy this product? So this is 2 things is very important. The solution that you have and the problem that you are solving. We have a very good concept for solving this problem, which was only a blanket that you can throw over the water. It will absorb the water, then you get rid of it. Just in one step, one time thing. But it's not that market. So we again start brainstorming to find some problem that is related to this problem so we can modify and customize our product to solve the problem. And here we utilize the experience of our CTO, Mr. Feras, who has experience in construction field and he has a PhD in material engineering. And we start thinking about a real problem with a high potential market that if we think a little bit more and find a best solution, we can customize our idea, initial idea, to this problem. And from that, we find one of the most important and critical problems in the construction field, which is the concrete curing process, a process that requires a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort. It causes a headache for the contractors and the consultants, and at the same time, it's a very critical and sensitive problem. So we find a solution or an idea for a solution that can be used with minimum time, effort, and water, and guarantee the complete curing of the concrete. And if you look to the construction market, you will find a highly potential market, a big market. We are talking about trillions for the granted projects during the last two years, not only in the KSA, also in all the GCC region. So now we have a good idea, a good solution, and at the same time, we have a highly potential market. So we start thinking, why not start building our first prototype? And at that time, we received an email from the Entrepreneurship Institute in KFBM that they are organizing the first concept to prototype competition. And we said to each other, come on, this is the perfect time. We have the concept, and we need to build the prototype and test our market. We will never find an opportunity like this. So directly, we participate in the competition, but the problem was, unfortunately, we have already missed the business plan, the business model course, the Create Entrepreneur course, and it's a very important part from the competition. So what we can do? We start looking for the material from the AI stuff and studying everything. At the same time, we were learning, researching, developing our business model, and concurrently, we were looking to develop our product. And the most important thing that happened, the basic problem that we faced, is that our first prototype failed. We don't have time now. We just wowed with the idea, start to make a prototype, and instead of last for 7 days, it just lasts 1 or less than 1 day. But we didn't give up, and this is the first thing that we have learned. We start looking and make a research and develop our product until after few days, we came up with a product or a prototype that outperformed our expectations. We expect it, or we imagine it for only 7 days. It lasts for more than 12 days. And at the same time, we heard from the AI before 2 days or 3 days from the competition that if you need to get an extra points to win in the competition, you can disclose your idea as a patent. We start thinking, can we disclose a patent? Actually, we were a research guys who is interested in the papers and conferences. Nobody of us has thinking that people like us can disclose or file or issue the patent, because we think that this patent is for big players, big companies, for big inventors with years of experience. But only for the extra points and the money, we disclose the patent. We go to the innovation center and we get the form and we fill the form and we disclose the patent. And to be honest, for me, only 10% of confidence I have that time that this patent will go forward. Then we pitch in front of the different experts, and we then participate in the business plan competition. It was only 2 weeks between them. And imagine 3 engineers are going to write a 30-page or 40-page business plan without any single tiny experience about business. But alhamdulillah, we start looking and reading and attending the different lectures AI organized, and especially, and I have to say that, to thank Dr. Wael and Dr. Talal Karim, a guy who's Dr. Wael arranged with him to give us a 2 hours lecture about business plan, and it was really, for me, one of the most informative lecture I have ever been in. More than 100 slides from A to Z, everything that you need. We utilize this material and we develop our business plan. And at the end, in May 2014, EI announced the winners of the 2 competitions, and ConCure was the first winner in both competitions. And we raised the first 25K reals that we have ever get. Then we start thinking seriously. Now the fun is gone. The time for competitions and things like this is gone. Now, if 13 experts have believed in us and put us as a winner, then we should believe in us more and more and in our idea. So we start developed our product and looking for some investments. And with the help of AI, we get introduced to DTVC, and they have already known about us because some of their commercialization team, Dr. Ayan and Dr. Frank, they were in the judge panel. So we arranged the first meeting in December 2014. We wrote with them the memory of understanding, and we have now to develop a complete plan that explain what money we need and for what we need it. At the same time, we were in the press, in the radio interview, and all these things, more than 5 or 6 local and Arab press releases. Then in February, we get our patent filed. And now we are working to file the second patent. Before less than 20 months, nobody of our team has a confidence that we can make the first one. Now we are drafting, inshallah, the second one soon. Then we participated in the 6th student conference, from KFUBM to the Kingdom. And it's very, very good experience. And you will be shocked when you hear and you see what other people do. Because believe me, if you don't do it, others will do it. It's a highly competitive thing. If you work on this and develop this and get this done, you will win. Otherwise, people will not wait you. So the wheel is moving. Just we have to reserve our position. So also, we form our advisory board. This is a meeting of one of the advisory boards. And at the end of this, the same time, we participated in the MIT Arab competition. 5,000 teams were nominated as in the idea and startup and social entrepreneurship tracks. Only 72 have made it to the semi-finalists, and we were among them. And only 10 teams was nominated as finalists, and we won the second prize. And at the same time, or before that, we won 2 prizes in the entrepreneurship and innovation track in the student conference in Jeddah, and we raised 32,000 riyal from the conference and 10,000, around 37,000 riyal from the MIT competition. And this is a picture with the rector. This is the pitching in the MIT in the Kuwait. And it was very good experience also. And this director in this picture has told us now, you have to get us money, to give us money. Not we have to give you the money after the money that we win, alhamdulillah. Yeah? والله لسه منتظر فيها يا دكتور. Then, actually, what I'm trying to say here is that it's just about the beginning. Once you start, you will feel like everything is pushing you forward. So after that, we meet with more than 30 businessmen from all around the eastern region in Okal investment meeting. Okal stands for Aql and Mal, for brain and or mind, brain and money. So we pitch in front of them with full of confidence, because we start believing that we have something that can make difference. And then after 8 months of negotiating and preparing things with Dhahran Techno Valley, we get finally to sign the contract, and we raise the first real fund that we have, the seed fund, around 250K reals. And it's not that, it's very good money for product development and for market research. Then in last September, we participated in the MIBIC Process Engineering Conference for a ConCure case. And also, we launched our R&D lab, which is upstairs. You can see it whenever you want. And lately, October, we appeared in this commercial. I will explain after.
If your passion is to write history, instead of merely witnessing it, if you're ready for a challenge and refuse defeat. If you believe in creating an opportunity instead of waiting for its knock. If you welcome creativity and reject imitation. It's your turn to shine and inspire.
So Zain, MBC, and MIT have nominated us to be a part of their stories about Arab success story, and you will see this commercial soon. This is a privilege for you. You haven't seen it before. It's aired on MBC and on YouTube. Now we are here, and we have the pleasure to present what we are looking next now is to develop our product in the next near future to be a full commercial product, to start looking for a second round of investment. And maybe I see some faces of businessmen here. I hope we can get in touch soon after 2-3 months when we finalize the product, so we can discuss how we can make a business. What?
I say you can get in touch now.
No problem, we are ready. Inshallah. And now, in the mid of the next year, we expect, inshallah, to either launch our full company or partnership with the companies that already exist in the market, or at least license the product for the big players in the market. This is a summary of what we have achieved. This is our tangible achievements. But this is not the most important thing. 350K money is not that much when you compared it to what happened to our mindset. And since the theme is about the mindset, I believe that this is the most important thing. Because we used to be an engineer. I'm actually a computer engineer. For the normal mindset, I will never work on something that I don't know anything about it. But I am now working on the construction and concrete field. Totally different field. Because it's not about what you have. We can learn anything. But as Dr. Wael used to say always, it's all about sustaining the heat. You have to be patient until you get to some level. Finally, I will conclude with that. People sometimes ask me, especially my relatives, friends, and colleagues, can you summarize what you have learned through these months, through the whole journey? Actually, what I believe and what I have learned is that for me to become successful, to hit the end with a success as an outcome, I have to develop 3 things in my life, on the business or in the personal level. First thing, don't try to be a perfectionist, because perfectionism is the opposite of wisdom. As some smart guy said once, perfectionism is the excuse of not making a progress. It's an excuse to not moving things forward. So I believe you cannot work on different things at the same time and trying at the same time to make every single one of them perfect. This will never happen. So the first lesson I have learned, if I want to get to success, I have to do things without looking to perfection. The second thing is I have to learn to share. Because seriously, when you learn to share things with others, your thoughts, your ideas, you will be fascinated. They will open a lot of closed doors for you. And believe me, don't be afraid. They will steal your idea. Nobody will believe and spend more time and effort in your idea like you. Even if they try, they will be a follower for you. And the most important thing that I have learned, just be a man of actions. So for me, as a rule of thumb, if you plan for 1 hour, you have to do things, make a progress, and get things done for at least 9 hours. If you want to be successful, believe me, don't spend most of your time meeting and the planning. And I heard this story, and I conclude with this from one of the senior engineers in WhatsApp. He said in an interview that months and months go, months after month after month, and engineers in the WhatsApp, no one of them attended a single meeting. They are just work, get this done, and make a progress. This is our story, ConCure story. It's a simple story, but in the heart of it is the story of something that can be happened even if you don't have anything or any resource that could make it happen. Just have a passion, have the right mindset, have the right people around you, like the people in the AI now and in the university, and you will get to some level of success. Believe me, as Doctor said, it's all a degrees of success. There is no failure. If we learn that and believe in that, we will get to somewhere, and still we are waiting for the businessmen here to see them in the near future, inshallah, to get some business with them and move things forward. Thank you for being a good listener, and that's it.
Thank you, Mohammad, for a very, very inspirational speech. Thanks so much. We'll have just a few minutes just for questions.
Actually, it's more on a comment than a question. In the last 12 years, we developed a group of companies of entrepreneurs, 70 entrepreneurs with 40 organizations. They started with 50,000 riyal. Now we're talking about 8 to 9 digit numbers. Now, what I liked of what I'm seeing now is what we dreamed on 15 years back, is that we're investing in wisdom rather than in ideas. And what I see here is wisdom. I congratulate you, honestly.
Any other questions? Mic's on, yeah.
Okay, so again, just a comment, and I got to know Mohammed about a year ago, a bit longer, and he was very shy, reserved, quite awkward guy, typical, I guess, computer scientist. And I mean, what you've seen today is, well, what a difference. And I think that's full credit to him, to the team around him, to the Entrepreneurship Institute. And you know, if this doesn't go anywhere, I still think everything has been a success. It's seen, you know, young guys growing and having the passion that everyone's obviously seen today, I think is a real good thing. And you know, we sat this morning talking about all the problems, all the challenges, all the issues. Well, I think more of these stories will quickly get rid of those. So yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay.